Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about when people try to make you feel as an adult that you're going to get in trouble. Whatever you do, you're going to be in trouble. And what that might lead to, what it has in me led to. And I've been thinking about this, and I've done videos about it before. I think it's been a while though. I did one I know of. And it comes from, when you're young and everything you do, you're in trouble. Like your school system is very strict. Mine was. And everything anybody could do, that would mean you're going to the principal and you're going to get paddled, and and they would humiliate people, letting them know that this is what's going to go to this person, happen to this child, okay, all the way through teenage years. And it was so harsh. Everything was so harsh. That kind of thing, going through that, growing up in that, and how it could lead a person to have that kind of mindset. Everything you do, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, of course, it doesn't have to be all in your childhood. It doesn't have to be with your school. It could be with anything, and at any age. Now, I'll give another example. I worked at places where if you were a minute late, they would give you basically like a pink slip, or write you up for it, or however they term it these days. And you could get fired if you're 1 minute late for 3 times in a row, or 3 times at all. Ridiculous. Especially since I've lived most of my life in Dallas or the surrounding areas, the suburbs, and getting anywhere, your job is never going to be, like people used to joke about this, of course it's not 100%, but your job is never going to be near your home, and traffic is horrible, and rush hour, the highways or parking lots, this kind of thing, and for them to expect you to always be on time is ridiculous. It's a control freak in my view. I could be wrong. Remember, this is not any kind of counseling advice, and I'm not an expert on anything. I don't believe in experts anyway. Nobody knows everything there is to know about anything, in my view. Yeah, got all that out. But yeah, they were so. One of them actually would say the things like, it was former military and chain of command, and we weren't in the military. This was a job, not a military assignment, or we weren't in the military, plain and simple. And but they had no no problem with it. It could make you feel like you're going to be in trouble. Then they would fine more than, of course, if you're a minute late, but a lot of things. Now, I haven't lived only in Texas. I was born and raised in Texas. I've lived in several states, many cities, towns, and all that. But being around this so much in my life, I'm 56 years old too, that I realized this. Like, I had started wondering, since I've been doing videos, next month, August, will be 5 years on my original channel. But since I've been doing them, I started realizing like appointments and stuff would cause me some kind of anxiety. And I kept wondering, why is it? And there's 2 parts to this. There's more than one. Really, more than 2 even. But one of them would be because if you're late, they make you change your appointment, or like if you're late to an appointment, doctors or whatever. And that's usually what I would have. That would be an appointment I would have to go to. And if you're late, they could charge you $25, fee. Ridiculous stuff. But it's a money-making scheme in my view. And yes, that seems so much like a conspiracy theory, does it? So strike that. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but observations, and I had actually worked when I was a student for surgeons and such. So I have a clue, to some, not all, of course. What's on my mind today is I'm on my way to an appointment, my second one. Boy, can I tell some stories there. Hopefully this one I actually get the appointment they made and get in to the optometrist, by the way. And not lie, not have set an appointment for an hour earlier and then say, no, your appointment's an hour later. No, not happening. So I changed and went to a different one. But going to a different one. So yes, it's on my reason. It's on my mind for a reason, more than one. Is that whole thing of, such strictness, such, people wanting power. A person with so little power overall, they want to have that power, and they want to get it with anybody that they can, through anybody. The people who, some would say are, these days everybody says narcissistic, the person's narcissistic, and I think they really replace that as with abuse, abusive. They replace abusive with narcissistic, because abuse and abusive had always had extremely negative connotations people didn't want to talk about. Yeah, so, but these really are people that I've seen, not everybody, they want that little bit of power, they want some power, and they want to take it out on somebody. It's kind of like where I live, I call it Narcissism, Bill. I didn't give it the reputation, but people have, they want it. They will put a customer, say, on the defensive, a patient on the defensive immediately, and they want to show that they have power over, and that they are over that, customer or patient, whatever. Too many do that. It's unbelievable stepping, I've said this in a million videos, stepping outside of it, driving outside 10 miles into a different area, totally different, night and day. Maybe I even sound a little bit, like I have a little anxiety. Could be. Yeah. Anyway, I have experienced this so much when I was younger that I got used to always being at jobs. At least I would leave, leave far too early, to be there. And I would always be on time. I can't remember ever not being on time. But that kind of rigidity, that kind of, stress on a person isn't good in my view. To say you're 1 minute late for a job, you could be written up, and you could be fired, or people would be fired. 1 minute, Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, if you have a job that you have to be there before, some kind of emergency, kind of situation, I cannot imagine any that would be that strict where nobody would be there to cover it. Yeah. Sure, it could be a job like you have to be the person who unlocks the door so the customers can come in, and customers can get pretty irate if, the door's not open at a certain time, but hey, you got to be a little understanding on some things. Like I said, where I live, I'm not at rush hour traffic right now, so, but yeah, it's pretty busy, and people need to be more understanding. But no, it's this whole, Sarge, they're Sarges, a Sarge in charge, and, we're going to put you on that, to keep you in control, really. Just a situation, I'm glad the camera wasn't on. Oh boy, yeah, they happened right in the middle of the video. But anyway, so I'm going to this other one, and I don't, the last time that, like I was talking about, I'm going to an optometrist, and I'm going to do a video about the whole situation. Believe me, it's one of those pull your hair out kind of thing, but I'm on my way there, and hopefully there's no drama this time. And what I want to do is a video about the drama behind them. Okay, a simple situation does not, have to have a drama. You go to an appointment, you go through the appointment, you do what needs to be done, and you leave. There's no need for all the drama, and I see way too much of that here. Like I said, I have not just lived in this area of my life. Most of my life in the Dallas, area, but not all. And like I said, I can go now and drive outside of it, and I don't experience this. But it's like high drama, like very, so many histrionic behavior, really. When it comes down to its histrionic kind of behavior, not diagnosing anybody with histrionic personality disorder, but very theatrical, very drama queen, drama king, all of that. And it's not needed. It is not needed. Yeah, and that's why I think, that's one of the reasons I feel this kind of like anxiety, is because I'm wondering, okay, I don't know these people. I went to one, I was talking about that, went to one before, and they put me through hours of all kinds of tests for my eyes. My eyes have not changed, except that I need what they call computer glasses these days. They're prescription readers. my other ones, the prescription has never changed, and I've been wearing glasses for 40 years. 40. So, no. But, like I said, that's a long story. And anyway, I wonder, am I going to go through this for hours of testing just to get a pair of glasses, and then for them to say, it was, your prescription hasn't changed. I always hear it. Okay, enough on this video. I am rambling and nervousness, I'm telling you. I can't believe I'm feeling this. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you want to subscribe to this channel and you haven't already, click the circle icon. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click on the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.